Now, former Prime Minister Paul Keating's characterisation of China this week, well, it looked like a job interview to me. Everything he said at the National Press Club seemed designed to butter up Beijing as he treated their military aggression and trade bans on Australia as some kind of excusable phase they were going through.
The Chinese are in their rude phase, you know, they're in the adolescent phase of their diplomacy. They've got testosterone running everywhere, you know, but we have to deal with them because their power will be so profoundly big in this part of the world.
He also said that war over Taiwan was not possible and that Taiwan was not a vital Australian interest anyway.
We have no alliance with Taipei, none. There's no document you can find. We do not recognise it as a sovereign state. ANZUS commits us to consult in the event of an attack on US forces, but not an attack by US forces, which means Australia should not be drawn, in my view, into a military engagement over Taiwan, US-sponsored or otherwise.
Well, in terms of any kind of pact or agreement between the two countries, he may have spoken too soon because the Taiwanese are now asking Australia to begin negotiations ASAP on being part of one of our trading partnerships. An official application to join the Trans-Pacific Partnership has been lodged. Now, this could be another way of Australia offsetting the damage done by China to our imports, but it won't go down too well in Beijing. To discuss this breakthrough offer, the Trade Minister Dan Tehan joins me right now. Minister, thank you very much for your time.
Always a pleasure, Chris.
Do you welcome this approach from Taiwan to join the TPP?
Oh, look, we want to make sure that the TPP or CPTPP remains the gold standard agreement in the Indo-Pacific, and we want countries to join it who can uphold those standards. Now, it's a consensus-based decision of all the current members to make sure that those gold standards are upheld. So whether it be Taiwan, whether it be China, whether it be the UK, whose accession process we're going through at the moment, all members want to make sure that all countries that look to accede uphold those gold standards and have liberalisation at their heart. And I'm sure that all members will look at the Taiwanese application after we've done the UK application with that in mind.
So have they spoken to you or your department yet, and will you be reaching out to them on this topic?
Look, we haven't had a discussion since they formally put in their proposal to accede, but I've had regular dialogue. I've had regular dialogue through this year with the Taiwanese. One of the things that we've been working on this year in particular is what we can do around energy. We have been a long-term supplier of energy to Taiwan. They're looking to upgrade their energy supply, especially looking at taking more LNG and then looking to see whether they will need hydrogen as part of their energy mix going forward. So we've had some very detailed discussions around that. So I'm sure that the next time we speak that this will be on the agenda.
Their entry in this particular partnership would be a delicate issue given Beijing's aggressive nature at the moment. Surely, though, that kind of intimidation won't stop member countries from allowing Taiwan in.
Well, the member countries have made very clear, and we've used the UK as an example, and that's why their accession is going first, that what will dictate and determine accession is meeting those gold standards and that commitment to those gold standards and that real commitment to liberalisation. We have a unique regional trade arrangement that we are a member of. And it's one which puts liberalisation at its heart. Now, we want to make sure that that continues. And I know from all the other members that I've spoken to, that is what they want to keep at the centre of the CPTPP. Now, the UK are going through the accession process at the moment, and I can tell you, and I've been in constant discussions with the UK because their FTA will be part of the market access negotiations that we do with them as part of their accession. We've had some very tough discussions about what they'll need to do to meet those standards. And we are very much using that to say to anyone else who'll be looking to come into CPTPP, you are going to have to meet these gold standards. And look, my hope is that the UK will be able to meet those standards, but those discussions are still ongoing even with them.